calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 18.
On the ground, this is Omarion Hampton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
And Stroud now to throw. Looking middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Where's the hot?
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Short throw to Musgrave. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be, but still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down at 7.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
A run once more with Hampton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Early down steps will put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
18. That's it.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll work inside here, Hampton.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The kicker on
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The Giants had 7-4 on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's caught left side by Nabers. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. That is caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Panther 60, Buffalo 18. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stump the run and then executed.
Now 2nd and 9. Again, it's Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Stroud out of the gun here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. taking on the midfield logo. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 4. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
At the 60. At the 60.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 65. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 79 Bronco. Right now, boys.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Cougar Knight, go!
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Dragon 60. Check go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stroud. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. .158 left to play till we hit halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18, Pioneer. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
2nd and 4.
It's Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here this close to their goal line. Final play of the half. Stroud. And got his man complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Cougar 19, Warriors 17.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Stroud to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right. 118.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Let's go.
Hampton is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? 60, go!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
36-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, Cougar 19.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they're going to get it behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Mustang 19. Rocco 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Chap 60, chap 60.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Buffalo, here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this to Scatterby.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Precious on the globe.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Go! Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's a 2nd and 8.
On the quick, right? 18. That's right.
They'll toss right side to Hampton. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. To the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Omarion Hampton with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running players trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That his first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here we go.
A draw play, Hampton. 134 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he works into the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips and bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Give here to Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
On the give, this is Hampton. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, raking the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because 1 more score, and this game's over.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now a toss, left side, Hampton. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Always talking killer, thing like scissor. My young is somewhat about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Please, I never gave up. All I know is going get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain and taking off your damn heads. I'm running up
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Okay, ready?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Let's make some plays out there, all. Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Take go.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Bronco. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw again. A pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
18 Rattler, 18 Pioneer. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Cowboys are able to recover. Touchdown, Cowboys! A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Cowboys will line up for the...
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores.
Giants 15. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Cougar 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one finds Hyatt. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Hold the ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Tight. Back at 60. 79 Bronco.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that would get the off-target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything in the coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
The
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 17 yards out. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Oh, 18. What's that?
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
18. What's that?
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, +3.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.